Oh yeah, baby. We're waiting on Noisy, of course, but it's a DP, baby. It's gonna be DP. We got a live studio audience. If Boys Club wants to wave, go ahead and wave, Boys Club. Yeah, look at that. You know those boys, of course, from the very famous Boys Club TikToks. And here we
Hmm.
are. We got Noisy. I mean, the bid is over at this point. That's 2 weeks in a row. You jumped right in. I can't fucking believe it.
I'm coming clean. I'm cleaning up my act. I'm a changed woman.
You're you're a changed woman. That's exactly right.
Yeah, well, I guess I'm a woman, so I'm a changed man. But now I'm a changed woman because I'm on
That's
time.
right. In terms of transitioning, you're a changed man. But in terms of getting to the show on time, you've turned over a new leaf. You're a changed
Mhm.
woman.
I am a changed woman. I've transitioned from tardy to punctual.
That's right. That's exactly right.
Yo, how you doing, dude?
I'm good. And of course, how we doing, folks? This is DP Sundays at 6. It's Dee, it's Paige. We double penetrate you with riffs. Um, but I'm good. I'm good. I'm feeling better than ever. How are you?
I'm doing very well. I'm doing very well. I just got a sight of the boys club, which always gives me a shot in the arm, so to speak.
Yeah, we got Boys Club hanging out. It's very exciting. Let me come back out here because we can go ahead and get this theme out of the way. I say knock it out of the way.
Let's knock that theme out of the
You know
way.
what I mean? Yeah.
Get her queued up.
Give me that controller real quick.
Hee hee. But yeah, I'm doing good, dude. Went hiking yesterday with Samantha. We went to a nice little spot called Wissahickon, which was very beautiful. Got our workout, and then we made some music at night. Cool little heavy track, and also just jammed on guitar and stuff like that. So yeah, I've been having a good couple days.
Yeah, that's very good. All right, let's get this theme here.
Let's get this theme. Let's get this show on the road. Get this show head on the road head.
Tell you that man is small in real life, but down in his pants he is larger than them all. The moral is not that's okay. It sounds like when people fuck my ass. Just fuck my ass one more time. Yeah. My thing is very dangerous. I have to just rip through people weapons. Permanently hog wild. Yeah. We get a rip going in one ear, we get a rip going in the other. There's no place to escape the rip. That's right.
And that music, of course, can only mean one thing. It's time for DP Sundays at 6. That's what we're doing here.
Well, we are live and uncut.
We're live and uncut. Well, I'm cut between you, me, and Dupree. I was cut as a young man, I believe, right out of the womb.
Well, between you, me, and Dupree, I am also cut. So there we go.
You're also cut, and it's essentially just an engorged clip that they cut. You were actually born. They say Denver. I say Sierra Leone because they give you some female circumcision.
Dude, can you imagine just some obnoxious like Twitter tranny or Twitter trans person just being like that?
Yeah, I know. That's what I never understood, and I'm sorry if this is offensive, but let me 4 minutes into the show, let me say
Give it to me.
I definitely agree. Trans, like female to male, right? That's a guy, right? Male to female,
Mm,
that's a lady, of course, right? But
right.
yeah, what you were saying, the whole I've always been a woman. I was a woman from day. It's like I don't get that.
Yeah, it's I don't know. As a trans woman who definitely didn't have that experience. I don't know. Like I always knew that I didn't fit in like being a guy around guys, but like I
Sure.
wouldn't have identified myself as a woman. But like I know that's not everybody's experience too. Like there have been people throughout history that like from the earliest age, it's like Lucy Hicks Anderson is a good example. Like she was 5 fucking years old and told her parents, "Hey, I'm a girl," and
Yeah.
so they took her to. This was like 1900 something, and like they took her to the doctor, just being like, "We don't know what the fuck is wrong with our kid," and the doctor's just like, "Just go with it. She seems happy." And so she lived
Yeah.
her life. Like she was 5 years old and
That's
she knew
great.
exactly who she was and who she wanted to be. And like, I don't know, some people have that and some people get, it takes some time for them to get somewhere where they're comfortable. But I don't know.
That's right.
I think it's different. I think it's different for everybody, but I don't know.
We're all on our own personal journey, folks. It took me 24 years to realize that I'm an outlaw, but here I am.
You woke up one morning and you were just like, Stetson on my head would fix everything. And then you were like, oh wait, where did that thought come from? I've never had that idea before.
That's right. I used to hide in the closet and wear Wranglers and feel bad.
You're like trolling Twitter and Tumblr and stuff like that, just being like, Wrangler's jeans, is this normal?
Yeah.
I think I like cowboy hats. Is that weird?
Is it weird to wear cowboy hats outside of your room?
And then somebody was just like, you fucking outlaw! And that's when you knew.
Yeah, that's when I knew. I was on a destined path.
You were on an eternal journey that has a beginning and goes on indefinitely. You'll be riding up with the stars, cowboy, just trying to figure out what it all means.
That's exactly right.
Oh, we got our producer, Samantha Paget, in the chat.
We do. Samantha's here. Free Wings is here. Drop a booyah if you're just joining us here. This is beautiful.
Yeah, we got Free Wings in the chat too. Hell yeah, we got some awesome music producers in here.
Oh, Free Wings is a music producer.
Yeah, Free Wings is my dear friend Jay. Makes incredible beats on SoundCloud. Samantha Paget, of course, excellent producer of this show and also making music, and incredible stand-up comedian, a Jill of all trades, if you will.
Yeah, well, of course we're all familiar with Paget here, and I tip my hat to both of y'all.
Oh, and I tip my glasses to you for tipping your hat to us.
Yeah, let me ask you this. At the top, you mentioned, speaking of Paget, that you went on a hike. That is great. I love going on a hike with someone. That's the biggest benefit of a relationship. You know what I mean? Because it's like,
yeah.
Have you ever gone on a hike by yourself? That seems like the behavior of an axe murderer.
Going on a hike by yourself is the behavior of like a serial killer or a presidential candidate who lost again.
A hike by yourself is no good. Yeah. Take a hike, folks.
Yeah, you've either fucked up bad or you're out to kill somebody for the 16th time this year.
Yeah, I never understood a hike by yourself. That's insanity.
I guess it depends on the mood. If you come across somebody who's hiking by themselves and they're just like mumbling to themselves a little bit, shaking their head, doing this number where they just keep doing this, they probably like have just gotten kicked out of the house and their dog got shot in the face or something. Yeah. If you meet somebody who's just alone on the hiking trail and they're just like, "Hi, nice to meet you. You into trail mix?" That's a serial killer. You get the fuck out.
But some people, it's their thing. Some people are all about the hikes.
Well, they need to stop doing that and get a buddy to hike with. Yeah. I'm tired of trying to suss out which of you fuckers need to get your life together and which are trying to take me out in the back of a van and saw me into pieces.
Yeah, that's right. And some people, I would say, they're trying to get their life together because if you ever see me climbing to the top of a mountain by myself, I'm gonna jump off. You know what I mean? I think that's really what it is. Is like you need a partner to be like, "Ooh, should I jump off?" Like, no, you shouldn't. You know what I mean? Like that joke doesn't. Yeah. That joke doesn't even land. But like when I'm by myself, it's like, should I jump? Yeah, you probably should, asshole.
The joke didn't land, but you definitely will once you get to the top of that mountain.
That's right. That's exactly right.
No. You need somebody, because if you're hiking alone and you're on the top of a mountain, you could just jump off. If you've got a buddy there, you can have somebody to be like, yeah, you should jump.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I've always said like a buddy who will jump with you. That is why I think I can't get into suicide. I don't like doing stuff alone. You know what I mean? If I could get someone that would for sure kill themselves with me. Oh yeah, let's go, baby.
Dude, you need a Thelma to your Louise.
That's right. I need a Romeo to my Juliet.
Bonnie to your Clyde, an outlaw by your side.
That's right. Yeah, they're the most outlaw. We'd like to take a moment to spotlight some famous outlaws. Bonnie and Clyde.
Yeah, Bonnie and Clyde, the original Ride and Die.
That's right. That's exactly right.
That is, honestly, dude, what a pretty fucking
Mm.
Oh, that was an excellent burp right there.
Yeah, I'm
That
indigested
was
over here. I do apologize.
I felt that. I felt the earth shift a bit when you let loose that burp.
Yeah, but,
It was like a seismic shift in Philadelphia.
outlaws don't drink no Pepto.
We don't drink no Pepto. We don't buy no crypto. We are outlaws to the end of time.
Were Bonnie and Clyde lesbos? Yes, I believe so. I believe that was their first criminal offense.
I mean, come on. If the name is Bonnie and Clyde,
yeah, that does sound like a hot lesbian couple. I would beat off to Bonnie and Clyde videos.
that's like a fucking butch femme couple right there.
Oh, I'm not gonna beat off anymore. Oh my god.
They don't cater to your desires anymore.
I need 2 femmes. And that'll do me just fine.
Outlaw Paige is just going to Pride, harassing every lesbian couple he can find.
Well, Alex, that is correct. Their first criminal offense was stealing each other's hearts. That is correct.
And you know, the hardest word to say is sorry, and they just couldn't bring themselves to do it.
Can you imagine how bad the feeling would be if there's an afterlife? You and your buddy decide you're gonna kill yourself, and so you like shoot yourself, and he like freaks out and doesn't do it, and you're just like standing on the other side. It's just like, fucking god damn it, what an asshole. Do you know what I mean? He's just leaving me fucking standing here in front of St. Peter, and says, St. Peter, of course, you're not getting in, brother.
Dude, that's hilarious. That's fucking hilarious.
If it was me and my boy, we could take St. Peter. I think we could kick his ass.
Dude, which would be worse, doing that and somebody chickening out on you, or you both doing it and you're both successful?
Mm-hmm.
One of you goes to hell and the other gets to heaven, and you're just like, dude, you didn't tell me you were saved by the blood of Christ.
Well, suicide, one-way ticket to hell. Would you not agree?
Oh, that's true. I forgot that it's a venial sin. It's the unforgiveness.
If you maybe, like, as the bullet is going through you, say, I accept Christ as my Lord and Savior, please forgive all my sins, maybe that would work.
Dude, surefire way to absolve yourself after trying to kill yourself is just, as it's coming towards you, just be like, I want to live.
Yeah. That is like in the back of my mind always. Like, if the moment of impact, I accept Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior, boom, I'm in, baby. You know what I mean? On the street, you're getting mugged. Any last words? Yeah, I accept Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior.
And you're in the clear.
Yeah, he seems like the only one that's gonna be like Buddha. Doesn't seem like he's gonna be mad if I didn't fuck with him.
Yeah. No, Buddha is probably like somewhere deep, like disintegrated into the bardo at this point. He doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
He's part of Nirvana now.
Yeah, and I think I may be off base here, but Allah.
Oh hell yeah! He's we're getting a little controversial, folks.
That's gonna be the next drawing on PC Farts, folks. If you like cartoons, look out! I'm drawing Allah next, and no one can stop me.
Hey, as long as you cover the prophet's face, you're good. Just don't draw that face.
But I don't know much about the religion here. Is he someone you just accept too, or do you have to do something?
I honestly am not too familiar, dude, but I feel like it's a little more lenient than people make it out to be.
Yeah, I agreed. But I'm saying, like, I feel like, is it Allah and Jesus? Can I say I accept Jesus and Allah into my heart?
I think it might be mutually exclusive because Jesus isn't recognized as a Messiah in Islam. He's recognized as a prophet, but not as a savior.
Okay. Interesting. I don't know.
I think he might have.
This bit's going nowhere. I really don't believe in any of it. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do this at all. I'm just saying.
I think I think it might be a little harder than just opting out, so to speak. I think it's something you have to practice a little bit more.
Yeah, but Christianity does have that. If you say it, if Hitler said that on his deathbed, Hitler's up there.
Mm-hmm. He's good to go.
He's by the breast.
And honestly,
he's by the breast of Christ.
I never want to be there anyway. He always talks too much.
Hitler or Jesus?
Both. They were motorboats.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I would like to be with Jesus when he gets freaky. You know, like in those later passages when he was definitely on like a power trip from whatever they were doing, and people were just like, Jesus, what the fuck are you saying? That doesn't make any sense. And he's just like, well, I am who I
am. Yeah. Well, we were talking about this was exclusive. Folks, this conversation was so exclusive, it happened on a phone call. It didn't even get recorded and put on the internet. But between
this
sometimes we call each other folks.
so, sometimes, well, okay, a quick aside, little bit of how the bread's made, so to speak.
Right. To peel back the curtain.
We do call each other. And when we call each other, we do talk.
We talk. And then many times there's bits. There's no ears to penetrate, but there's still bits.
We goof around the clock.
We like spoofs and goofs, no matter whether it's Sunday at 6 or fucking Thursday at 1 in the morning. We're ripping and spliffing all the time because that's the outlaw lifestyle. We're always ripping and spliffing. That's right. That's what an outlaw is.
Ripping and spliffing.
All about.
The bong ripping, total tripping, high styling, profiling, super goofing, always spoofing, son of a gun.
That is hilarious. Yeah, you could do Ric Flair just with every like substance. It's like bong ripping, line sniffing, beer chugging,
butt plugging.
Yeah, that's hilarious. Yeah,
wheeling and dealing, son of a gun.
Son of a gun.
As long as before you say son of a gun, you preface it with wheeling and dealing, you're good to go. That's a Ric Flair bit right there.
That's right. Fucking we were talking about Thomas.
Doubting Thomas.
Doubting Thomas, right. That's a term. Anybody who doubts anything is a doubting Thomas, right?
Right.
And
of biblical faith.
We were defending Thomas. We think Thomas gets too much shit. If you don't know, folks, Thomas from the Bible.
Let's give you a little scripture lesson right here.
We're going to do a little DP Sunday at 6 Sunday school.
We're going to be doing a little divine intervention and prayer today.
That's right. But this is taught as a story where it's like, don't question shit, right? Don't question shit God asks you. So Jesus comes back. I think Mary sees him.
Yeah, Mary and I think Mary and Martha.
Yeah, and so she goes and tells the other disciples, oh my God, I just saw God. Holy fuck, he's here. Holy shit, guys. Holy fucking shit. I just saw this fucking Son of God. I'm quoting here. This is all what Mary Magdalene
This is all scripture. This is John 13:22. If you look it up, that's exactly what it says.
Yeah, it says, holy fucking shit, you bastards. I just saw the goddamn Son of God, you pieces of shit.
And Mary Magdalene said, you cunt fuckers are not going to believe what I just saw, but Jesus fucking Christ just ripped a new a-hole out of that tomb.
Yeah, if you don't like the C word, that is the King James version. I'm sorry, but they took it out of the later editions, but the King James does have the word cunt in it.
We were going to say cocksucker, but that's the NIV, and that's a little, it's a little dated now that the ESV is out.
Yeah,
in the ESV, it's just anal prober.
They changed it to cocksucker in the 80s because they couldn't get the Italians interested. So they changed it to cocksucker for a period.
It was after Vatican II, and the Catholics could read the Bible in their own language, so of course they wanted to make it more appealing with the NIV. But anal prober is closer to the original Greek, so...
And that's exactly right.
And that's exactly right. So anyway, the women go to Jesus, and they're like, hey guys, Jesus is back from the dead. And what do the fellas say, Paige?
They all go, oh, come on, we just saw him get crucified. That's fucking insane. He couldn't be back. We just saw him. We know we saw him feed the 5,000 and blood in the wine. All that's well and good. But Chris Angel can do that shit. No one can.
This angel named Chris can do that shit.
That's right. They said no one can conquer death, and I'm quoting here, but that's what they all said. And then Jesus shows.
That's John 13:23.
We're going chapter by chapter here.
All right, so that's what they say. They say that to the women, and then what happens next, Paige?
Jesus comes back, and they go, "Oh my God, we never doubted. We love you so much, Jesus. Your blood is wine. We want to fucking suck your dick for all eternity." And he goes, and Jesus says, "I know. That's what he says.
All right.
Yeah. And then
John 13:24-25 right there.
that's all it. And then Thomas somehow wasn't here, so Jesus goes out to grab a pack of cigarettes. He really leaves a lot, and doesn't specify when he's coming back.
Jesus really is like the deadbeat dad who's just like, yeah, I'm going out. I'll be back. Don't worry. I'll be back for that.
He really makes it happen.
I just missed your game, Peter. I'm so sorry. Let me go grab a drink, then we can really spend some time today. Yeah. I promise.
I'm omnipresent, but at the same time, I gotta go do something that I can't be around you at the same time.
No, that Mary Magdalene, she's your other mom. Don't worry about her, but don't tell your mom about her.
That's right. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, religious people get mad when you say Jesus fucked, and then some people like to say Jesus had gay sex, and I'm like, I don't like that shit. I like the idea of Jesus dicking down Mary Magdalene.
Dude, that the shortest verse in the Bible, Jesus fucked.
Yeah, Jesus busted.
Jesus dicked.
Jesus dicked. That's right. So Jesus goes out for some cigs or whatever, right? He goes out to do.
Yeah, he goes down to the corner store, gets a pack of Cools.
He's got to go do CrossFit or something.
Hey,
he'll be back though. Of course, that's.
You know, if Jesus is going out, he's going to be getting nailed. Hey,
we always know he'll be back. So,
inshallah.
He goes out, and Thomas somehow didn't see him initially, and goes, "What? Jesus wasn't here? Come on, guy!" Even though it's 10 dudes telling him we saw Jesus, he's like, come on, dude, you didn't see Jesus." He's like, "I won't believe until I see the holes in his hands and in his feet." That's what he says. And then Jesus comes through the door, and Thomas is like, "What the fuck? Oh my God, it's Jesus!" And Jesus is like, "Are you sure you don't need to see the holes in my hands?" It's like, dude, it's like, fuck you. Yeah, I know he was behind the 8 ball, but like everyone doubted him, and yeah, it's a reasonable doubt. I'm sorry. I know you're the Son of God, but it's a reasonable doubt. My buddy's not back from the dead. What are you talking about?
Yeah, to add some context to this too, crucifixion was no picnic. It wasn't like getting a lethal injection or something. Like he got the shit whipped out of him, right. Was like kicked around, thrown in prison, bloody all over. Yeah, and then fucking hung on a cross to like basically get picked at by birds and shit for like hours until he died. Like
that's right.
Anybody who looks at that guy and it's just like, he might be back in 3 days. Like,
I know.
They definitely know something that we don't. Like,
fucking exactly. So, like, that story, I call bullshit. Thomas, you're a good guy. You don't need to feel chastised. Do what feels right, Thomas. And I agree. I would need to see the holes in the hands as well. Good on you, Thomas.
Hey, page 316 says, Thomas, you're all right.
Yeah. Page 316 says, "Show me those holes in your hands, bitch."
Dude, Jesus had so many holes to plug.
I know, Jesus had 4 extra holes. That's so sick.
He'd be like the greatest guy at an orgy, you know? Oh, he's got a hole for everybody there.
Yeah, the hand job from Jesus must have been amazing. Must have been unreal.
Thomas just wanted to see the holes in his hands and his feet. John the Baptist, or John the Evangelist, he wanted to see the hole in his ass, I'll tell you what.
Yeah, and I mean, it counts as a 3-way. His Father and his Holy Spirit was there.
Ew. A family walks into a talent agency. He said, what's your act? I'm the Son of God, and I'm the God the Father, and I'm the Holy Ghost.
Yeah. That's, the aristocrats, but with the Holy Trinity. The Son starts sucking the Father's dick. While the Holy Spirit ghost fucks him in the ass.
Dude, I love this idea of corner store Jesus, too, where he's just coming back with that black bag that you always get when you go down to the corner store.
Yeah.
He's got, like, cigarettes in one. He's got, like, a fucking 40 in the other. He's got, like, a, bag of Takis.
He's got some Takis, some Black and Milds. Yeah.
couple
For
of
sure.
burritos. He's gonna warm up.
That's exactly right. That
He's just getting the basics. He just got back after 3 days.
yeah, he's got a couple loaves, some fish, some water. He doesn't even need wine. He just gets some water, and just gets a lot of water.
Yeah, Jesus walks in. The first thing he says is, "Hey, spark that bone."
Yeah. Well, I think I say that they need to modernize the Bible because water into wine, cool. But if God could turn aspirin into cocaine, I'm back on board, baby.
Hey,
Let's go.
dude. There's a
let's
fucking
go. I'm a cocaine cowboy. Let's go.
dude. There's a fucking song called "Jesus Was Way Cool," and he's like, he could turn water into wine and something into Hennessy or something like that. It's some ridiculous line like that, and it's just like, that's so cool.
I feel like you played that for me. That does rock.
I probably have. It's I've been tickled by it many a time.
I agree. It is so cool. I want to do a couple shouts out. We got Sound by the Sea joining us. Booyah to you. And we got
Booyah to you, Sound by the Sea.
Astral Dastard. Thanks for tuning in, of course.
Astral Dastard, welcome back. Hello.
Welcome back. We love you.
Yo, hell yeah. We got some frequent flyers now. We got Alex Costain, of course.
Alex Costain, of course. Let's because we do have a rivalry that's brewing, and
Yes, we do.
It may brew even more because Jake is at a show, of course, and he's saying that maybe he's having some connection issues. But let's try to reach out to Jake.
All right,
And
hell yeah.
folks, if you watched last week, this will need no explanation because Dee and Jake really got into it. Dee gave him a verbal lashing, and we'll see what happens this week.
For those of you who didn't tune in, I cut a very good promo about how I challenged Jake to a Hog Wild Off story contest this week to prove who had the more Hog Wild story.
That's right. That's exactly right. So we're going to try to get Jake in here, and we're going to have ourselves a good old-fashioned hog fight.
We're having ourselves a hog fight.
And we're going to see what happens. This is the first ever hog fight on DP, and I believe the first one ever telecast live.
Oh, this is the first live? Oh, I have to say, too, I just received a note from our producer who is saying that we have to call it a hog off.
A hog off. Okay.
We officially have to call this a hog off.
Okay, yeah, hog off. Feel free to yell in, Paget, if you're in the same room. You don't have to pass a note.
Paget is in a different room. We are communicating telepathically.
Oh, wow. You're on that
Across
level
time
now.
and space. Yeah, we've transcended physical form, and now we can just shoot a little beam from our brains and get some messages.
I've heard that that's the third lesbian power, so congrats to you for leveling up.
Well, see, that's what happens when you take hormones. You get to that level.
Yeah,
you gotta hack the system, baby.
You get there quicker. It's like they accuse you of juicing. It's like steroids in the LGBT world.
Dude, the board of LGBT cultural affairs has sent me so many cease and desists because I have been jumping the gun.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
They're like, you can't be doing it. It's an unfair advantage to everybody else. I'm just like, I want to win some gold medals.
Well, guess what? I want to win the Olympics.
I want to win the Olympics. You don't fight to lose.
Did you see that we're still trailing behind China in overall medals?
Oh, my God.
And what I'll say is, after COVID, we can't lose to China.
we are drowning in debt and in a global pandemic. Why are we losing at the Olympics now?
That's exactly right. It's because America's already fat and lazy and fucking useless. After 2020, fucking, you know what I mean? It's like none of those athletes were fucking training.
There's going to be a whole generation now that's post-vaccine. They're going to be useless. They're going to be lazy. They're going to be fat. They're going to be watching those Japanese animes all the time. They're going to be calling themselves furries and empaths. What are we going to be doing with this next generation? This is what Biden wants with his wonder drug. He's trying to turn our men into omegas and our women into people.
Yeah, exactly. Our women into people. Yeah, well, you know what I don't understand is I saw a thing on Twitter earlier, and I want to preface this by saying I'm not anti-vax. I'm very pro-vax. So go get a vax, folks.
I would second that too. Go get a vax, folks. That was a bit that I was doing as a character, not as myself.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you got to second it. Of course, you get both, or it doesn't count.
Let me just smack on real quick a disclaimer for this. This is not me.
Yeah, she's a deep fake. We voted.
I was pretty. Yes, I'm a glitch in the machine.
Yeah. You're getting mad at
I'm a
Dee
ghost in the shell.
Just like getting mad at the Matrix. It doesn't matter. Yes. Dee is a normal woman living in Philadelphia who has no idea she's part of a podcast.
You can rage against the machine all you want. The machine always wins.
Yeah, I might change the name of the show to Paige Against the Machine.
Paige Against the Machine. Dude, we should. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no. Well, I was gonna say I wasn't even trying to preface that for you. You know, it was obviously a riff, but
it was riff. It was riff.
I saw a thing. I'm going to preface this by saying I'm not anti-vax because it may sound a little anti-vax, but I saw a thing on Twitter earlier where it was like this guy was like, the Delta variant is out of control. Like, everybody go get vaxxed because all these people that are now in the hospital, let me tell you, they wish they got vaxxed. And it's like, for sure. But I thought the Delta variant was different than regular COVID.
Yeah,
so, like,
I thought that too.
What does that have to do with the vax? You know what I mean?
I think the vax
is going harder after people who aren't vaxxed. It's like, yeah, that sounds like normal COVID. That doesn't sound like something different.
I think the vax might actually help too, because I did see that people who've already gotten, like, who are fully vaccinated don't have to worry about the Delta variant. Like, it does cover against it. But if you haven't gotten it or haven't been completely vaxxed, like, you do run the risk of contracting it.
But what's worse about the Delta? I don't get it. I mean, other
see, that I couldn't tell you.
That it's Delta. We all know Delta's terrible, folks.
I mean, the worst thing about the Delta is that it's not an alpha.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Sorry, I got distracted by a text. Jake said he's having a little trouble getting on.
Oh no! We got some trouble in Paradise. Paradise being North Carolina.
That's exactly right. So let me let's talk this out. We'll figure it out live on air.
We'll do some workshopping live on air.
We have a couple options. We can riff for a little longer and see if his situation gets better.
I'm going to turn my camera aside so that people know that we're not talking direct. We're talking to ourselves.
That's right. You know what? Yeah. You guys just don't even listen to this. This isn't part of the show, really. So just
this is some insider information.
We're just gonna go ahead and set that down. Yeah. Okay.
Just going to set this here. Nobody's the wiser. Nobody can see anything.
So,
all right, now lay it on me. What do you think?
You gotta whisper. I don't want them to hear this.
Oh my God, I'm sorry. Let me whisper in. What are you thinking?
Well, we can riff for 10 more minutes. We got some great riffs going. Of course, we have great.
Fire riff.
We have great chemistry. We've got a great back and forth. I'm not worried.
Oh, of course. I really appreciate working with you this far. It's been a blast.
It's been an honor and a pleasure to work with you and to collaborate.
I feel so competent serving my country in this way.
You have served, and it's been an honor to collaborate with you, and I honor you and cherish our love.
Well, thank you. I've done my service, and now I'm doing my nemesis.
and that's exactly right.
That's exactly right. Okay, so we could riff for 10 more minutes. What else are you thinking?
Riff for 10 more minutes, and see if Jake's situation gets better, and then cut the show. Or we can try to add Lucy, because Lucy said she's still interested, but I haven't given her any heads up.
Okay.
So we could try to hit up Lucy, because she had a story in mind, I believe.
Shit.
And at this point, it's just like, we keep saying there's guests, and we're not delivering on guests.
I'm starting to sweat a little bit by this give and take that we're having with our situation.
I'm starting to sweat.
Beads of sweat are rolling down my face right now just thinking about it.
And that's okay. It's okay to have a little hog sweat going. We love hog sweat here at DP.
I got some hog sweat rolling down my body. Right, my chair is filthy. It's like the fucking Panama Gulf over here.
Dee's sliding out of her chair, and it's not just because of how great I look in this cowboy hat, folks.
I am slipping and sliding.
It's because of nerves of steel.
There's nerves of steel. They don't gel well with water. You know, steel on water. It's just it falls right into the ocean.
And that's exactly right.
And that's exactly right.
Yeah. So, what do you vote for?
I vote with my 200 votes in the council that we reach out to Lucy, see if we can get her on, and that Jake and I can have a little more. We can postpone this rumble that we're going out.
We can give Jake one more week because he's gonna need it. We know that to be true.
He's gonna have to get into some real hog trouble in North Carolina to beat the story I've got. I tell you what.
And that's right. Hopefully he gets fucked up in bumfuck North Carolina and can come on with a great story about getting accosted and assaulted.
Jake Snyder, if you're hearing this, I'm cutting a promo via Whisper backstage right now. Your days are numbered, brother. I am gonna come at you full hog with my most hog wild story. You better get some hog tying adventuring going on in North Carolina, because you're gonna need it to when you feel my tusks hitting you smack in the face.
And that's exactly right. We know it to be true that's 2 promos that Dee has cut now in a week.
I've got 2 promos in a week now. I'm just saying.
Yeah, so sorry we have to take a quick aside, folks. I know you don't like to see the parents fighting in front of everyone.
I know watching the bread getting made isn't always fun. Sometimes you want to tear into the loaf. Sometimes
you just want to get right into that loaf, but there's a lot that goes into it, folks. It's not just us bullshitting on Instagram Live. That would be insane if that's what the show was.
Though we have been dangling the loaf in front of your face, we are not lighting our loafers, I tell you what. We will deliver some fresh-baked content right now.
That's exactly right. So, riff for a second, Dee. I'm going to text Jake and say, no worries, brother. Get to your show. We'll get you on next week. And then, we'll be at 40 minutes. And then we'll try to get some Lucy. If not, I didn't text Lucy this week, so that's okay.
Hell yeah. I'm going to climb up on my soapbox.
Get on the soapbox.
Know that because
This is a segment now. Dee's soapbox.
Dee's soapbox, and I am on my soapbox right now, ready to riff, ready to rumble.
She came ready to rumble, and she got a flake, is what she got. So now she's ravenous. She's hopping up on that soapbox, and she doesn't give a single fuck.
I don't give a single fuck.
That's exactly right.
I'm on my soapbox. I feel like I jumped in the Gulf of Mexico right now, and I came out with the entire Gulf all over me.
You're talking about the sweat?
I'm talking about the sweat. Hey, too much sweat. How much is too much? I'm going to debate this. How much sweat is too much sweat? Am I still on my soapbox?
You can be. I just sent a request to Lucy, and if she doesn't join, it's understandable. But
and while we're at it, what's the deal with other bodily fluids? Snot, get your act together.
Hey, can you hear this? Can you hear this? This is fun. Ready?
Oh, give it to me. Oh my God, he let one loose.
little rooty toot toot.
Oh, hey, I think I hear it coming. Oh, I caught it.
Oh my God, it went all the way to Philadelphia?
Went all the way to Philadelphia. Now I'm going to crush it in my hand. Now I'm going to be like...
That was a little stinker. I don't know if I would,
Yeah, it tasted...
if I would huff that.
I'm feeling disgusting right now, and my organs are clenching up.
Well, I know what you're going for. You're going for a little jankum, but you got to let it ferment first, my friend. I'll tell you.
Oh, of course, you can't just hit it raw. That was my first mistake. I'm now going into anaphylactic shock.
You can never just hit it raw. Ever.
Oh no, no dog, no dog, never hit it raw, dog. Can't hit that shit raw, dog.
Never hit that shit raw.
Dude, somebody has a bong, but like instead of smoking weed, they just like fart in it all the time.
Well, jankum apparently is real. You know what jankum is?
No, I don't. What is that?
Jankum is fermented shit. People ferment shit. And then
Oh my god, dude.
they huff it and it fucks them up.
So it's like the kombucha of feces.
Yes, exactly right. Yeah.
That's a stinky tofu right there.
Yeah, every time you tell people about jankum, no one thinks it's real. It's real. I'm telling you.
Dude.
This is not just an Urban Dictionary e-fucked term. This is real.
Dude, jankum sounds like a 16th century term for like cum or something like that.
Well, yeah, that's true. Yeah, I covered her in some jankum.
Shiver me timbers, Blackbeard. Me rolled in from Tortuga last night, and perchance a hooer crossed me path. And I tell you what, the seas were rollicking with the jankum that I dropped in the seas.
We got Ken Florencer in the house. Ken, drop a booty on the chat. We love you. Thanks for joining DP Sundays at 6.
Oh, well, thank you for joining in, dropping in the chat. We appreciate that feedback.
See, yeah, Samantha's saying a guy wrote about doing it online and said it was kind of fun. It might be like an amazing high, but like I can't get past huffing shit. That like, how do you get past that mental block?
Dude, I think if we get like a 1,000 views on the YouTube channel, we should do jankum on a live DP.
Yeah, I think that'd be great. Ken,
if we can get 100 followers.
Yeah, I would do that for like a Patreon tier if we could figure it. But I don't want to make my own jankum. I don't know. I don't make any other drug, so like I don't know.
No.
I would have to. But if you make your own, it's your own shit. I guess that's better.
Okay, whatever gets you comfortable.
You know what I mean? I feel like I'd rather huff my own shit than someone else's.
I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence. I might have to make it myself and see which I prefer.
Which you prefer? Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you can just buy it.
I don't know, dude. You've always got those people who are just like, there's some basic thing. It's like, oh, I need to go to the store, get some mustard. And then it's like, oh, I'll make you some mustard. Don't worry. Just like super basic stuff. And like, it's one of those things where like 1 out of 10 times, it's the best goddamn mustard you've ever had. And you never want to get stuff at the store again.
Yeah.
And then the other 9 times out of 10, it's garbage.
Yeah. Well, they say you're always chasing that first high, and that's true. But if you're always chasing that first high and you're huffing shit, it's like, goddamn, man, what a brutal life.
Yeah, bring me back to sucking on highlighters in the 2nd grade.
Oh, yeah. I like sucking on a highlighter and
yellow
blowing a fireball. You ever do that?
Blowing a fireball, dude. Oh, my God, no. You done that?
Oh, my God.
No.
Let's do a D's soapbox. Let's see if I can close us off with a fireball here.
yeah. Give us a fireball to close out D's soapbox.
To close out D's soapbox, and I mean to close out DP. I don't think we're getting any guests this week, unfortunately, folks. I'm sorry if you are getting excited about guests, but you're getting a lot of El Clasicos here, which is nice.
You're getting a lot of stunning filler right now. Some riffs and bits.
Oh, it's
and now
not
Paige is gonna.
All these bits are killer, baby.
Oh, dude! When I say filler,
I'm gonna
I mean it like a fucking. I mean it like a fucking chicken pot pie, baby. You don't eat the crust because the crust is shit. You go right for the filling, baby.
Right for the filling. Exactly. Yeah, a stuffed crust. This show is like the stuffed crust of fucking comedy shows.
This show is a stacked meat pie right now. We got so much meat in this pie. We're all up in it.
That is right. And plus, all we advertised was double penetration. Sometimes we get triple, quadruple, but all we advertised was double.
Exactly. Whatever kind of fun you're having, whether it be solitary, a duo, a trio, a quad, however much you're doing, it's still fun nonetheless, brother. It's right all day.
That's right. That's exactly right.
And that's exactly right.
I can't talk while I try to do this fireball. So we may or may
All
not
right.
get a fireball, but get a soapbox going, and I'll try to do a fireball.
All right, well, here we go. He's going to do a fireball for his baby. Come in, everybody. Come one, come all. Paige Campbell is going to be shooting a fireball right now in his fucking kitchen. Oh, look at that right there, baby. He's loading up on that fuel. He's getting high on his own supply, the supply of gasoline or whatever the fuck they put in those lighters right now. He's getting ready to blow a fucking fireball for us right here. Oh!
You see the fireball? Oh my god! That was a perfect fireball! We gotta end the show! Holy shit, folks, that's DC. D, do you have anything to plug real quick?
Oh yeah, I got something to plug. Philly People, Lisa, my band, Lisa the Band on Instagram is playing a show at Ray's Happy Birthday Bar, August 8th. Everybody, whether you're in town, out of town, around town, in, out, and around, you better be at that fucking show. I want to see you there. And yeah, it should be fun, so come out for that.
That's exactly right. Buskey's next Friday. Come to that if you're in Richmond. Thanks for checking us out, and keep going hog wild. Keep blowing fireballs. Do what fucking feels right. We love you. Keep tuning into DP. We fucking love you, baby. Yeah.